Kidnap the Sandy Claus by Danny Elfman from May's Spotify.
We're live together. Woo, woo. We had to get that figured out. My God, it was a mess.
I know. It took so long.
It wasn't my fault.
I know.
Ew. Croc. Jack.
If I try to watch on my iPad, all it says it's.
Oh, there's already 3 likes. There's only one person watching too. Let's draw straws.
I'm literally crying.
Together to leave a kind, birds of a feather, now forever. La 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 la. Kidnap the Santa Claus, lock him up real tight, throw away the key and then turn off all the lights. I know this song by heart.
I got a better plan to catch this big red lobster man. Let's pop him in a boiling...
Big red lobster man. What an interesting way of words. See if he talks. Then Easter Oogie Boogie Man. Who wants to hear a story, yo? Who wants to hear a story?
I want to hear the story.
Right. You want to hear a story?
Yeah, Mom.
What an interesting word. You want to hear a story?
Yes.
You want to hear a story?
Yes.
Okay, let me take my Crocs off for this. At his door. Santa Claus will be
Hi,
no
Mariah.
All right, so since he's in this bed, we're gonna sit with Sally. Then Jack will beat us black and green. I don't think that sounds very small. We are gonna read 1 chapter. 1. Okay. I get out of town.
Pookie is missing.
You can look at my preppy, messy room.
It's so preppy in here.
For real. The poster on my wall that says, Cake Rainbows. I'm so preppy.
I wish my cohorts weren't so dumb.
So the first chapter is... Oh, hang on. Okay, so there's a prologue and then there's chapter 1. Page 13. Okay, you guys want to know the name of the book? Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. Like, I'll legitimately... Is Jayla on live? Yes, that's Jayla. Anyway. I'm gonna start a poll.
What's it gonna be called?
I can't start a poll. That's weird. Okay, not live. Look at this. That's Jayla. Waiting for Haas. That was one of the problems we had. All right. Do we do lo-fi or more Halloween songs?
What's it gonna be called?
Lo-fi or more Halloween?
I don't know. We gotta figure that out.
I think that's signifying that my phone really needs charged. Look at that.
I literally dressed up for this occasion because it's so sad.
I am already dressed up for this occasion.
Yeah,
I was crying. I was crying when this happened. I was crying when I got the news. The news
it was
made
so
me so
sad
depressed.
when I heard Jack died.
Yeah, I know.
I literally sobbed my eyes out.
Outfit. Haha. Have to cover your face. It's safety. It's safety protocols.
Yeah, or else we're gonna get banned.
Oh God, I love that song.
Kidnap
Mr. Santa Claus?
Mikurayo.
I want to do it. Let's draw straws.
I'm checking if May's online.
I think she might be an Adopt Me, but I don't know. She has Japanese school today.
No, yeah, she's not on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they have Japanese school.
What's Japanese school for May?
For May and Yuzuki. They just go to this school for Japanese kids, I think. I don't really know the whole thing of it.
They just told you that?
What?
They told you that?
No, I know that they go to Japanese schools on the weekend because May told me when she was on Adopt Me. That was like a couple weeks ago, so it was not today. I swear.
Oh, did she tell you that Yuzuki goes with her?
Oh, I know Yuzuki goes with her because he said that there was this kid at the Japanese school that was bullying him. Yeah.
I did not know kids are cruel.
Oh, kids, they are cool.
A first grader made fun of another kid for having cavities.
Cavities are normal.
I know, that's what I told the kid.
Either you brush your teeth or you don't. You can't really control other people's lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Cavities happen.
No, jump.
That's all I have to say. Cavities happen and they don't.
It depends.
It depends on how well you take care of your teeth.
Yeah, I took care of my teeth so good when I was younger.
I had
still
two
got-
pulled. I don't really want to feel that again. Like I was.
God, but cavities are not fun. They just aren't.
No, definitely not. I've had them.
So you've been obsessed with The Nightmare Before Christmas since you were 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How did you know?
Because you told me.
All those bookmarks just.
What if I said your full name right now?
What?
What if I just said your full name?
No.
May, it's okay.
Okay, what are we doing? Are we playing lo-fi or are we playing more Halloween stuff?
Lo-fi, I guess.
Lo-fi? Okay, let me just open my Spotify.
Beautiful lo-fi music.
Yeah, and you guys can look at this.
We only have one viewer.
Yeah, it's Zaraya. It's my favorite person. Okay, anyways. Gotta read this. Okay. Long Live the Pumpkin's Queen by Shia Ershaw. I know I just butchered that.
Yeah, you probably did.
At the crisp, inky hour of midnight, Jack and I are married atop Spiral Hill in the Death Door Cemetery. Wind stirs the bone-dry leaves, and Jack takes my soft ragdoll hands, and the coolness of his fingers calm the fluttering rippling across my stitched steams. The mayor stands broad-chested before us, officiating the ceremony, his face alternating between corkscrew-eyed elation and pale, ghastly tears, while we speak our vows to each other in the grim custom of an act.
No, not Dr. Fickelstein.
Eulogies. Long live Dr. Fickelstein! No!
Long live the Pumpkin Queen.
A good omen and a wilted oleander. Flowers.
Long live the Pumpkin Queen.
Plucked from a patch of poison ivy at the far end of Halloween Town is tucked just behind my left ear, a custom that ensures a long, dreadful life. I squeeze Jack's hands tighter. Black trails away in the cold night air as my dress stitched from a scrap of black spinster lace sewn myself in the night before billows like a ghost in the breeze. Cautiously, my gaze flicks to the crowd, where I can feel the cold, spiteful eyes of Dr. Fickelstein.
AJ's back.
Yes, we're reading a book. It just... No!
You're gonna eat our Pumpkin Queen?
No, look what I just read. Cautiously, my gaze flicks to the crowd, where I can feel the cold, spiteful eyes of Dr. Fickelstein. Dr. watching me from the front row, mouth quivering with fury now that I am escaping him once and for all. I am no longer your creation. I think words knitted in my chest. It seemed unimaginable that barely a year ago, I feared I might spend my life trapped in Dr. Fickelstein's lab, fated to only ever watch Jack from afar, loving him, but certain he would never know the I felt whenever he looked my way. But Jack tried to steal Christmas from Santa Claus, and he nearly died venturing to the world to deliver grim presents on Christmas Eve with Zero Land leading his sleigh of skeleton reindeer, a plan I sensed was doomed from the start. I knew I couldn't spend my life without him. I knew I couldn't waste another night. Until a dark, snow-flecked sky, Jack and I walked out to the cemetery, his moon-hollow eyes sinking into mine. And at last, after a lifetime of loving him far, my ragdoll heart aching to know what it would feel like if he ever loved me back. We shared our first. No!
May have you even read this book before?
We shared our first kiss on the crest of Spiral Hill. Oh yeah, that was at the end of the movie. That's fine. The same place where we now stand, hand in hand. The mayor's face spins back now around to reveal his wide, toothy grin, his black widow bow tie, eerily shiny in the moonlight, and he announces Jack and me as husband and wife, voice bellowing over the crowd. Jack leans forwards, eyes dampen at the edges, and presses his grave, cold anathema! And my seems feel like they're going to fray and burst, and they can't contain the swollen. We're gonna skip this entire sentence. A feeling so strange and unknown, peculiar that it makes me dizzy. My head swim with my legs teeter. Jack and I are married. He wipes away the tears streaming down my cotton cheekbone to my chin and looks at me like his own chest is about to fracture. And for a moment, I'm certain they should just bury us here both at the center of the graveyard, married and died in the same day, unable to contain the unspeakable, awful, wondrous emotion breaking against our eyelids. The dreadful residents of Halloween Town applaud, tossing tiny dwarf spiders at our feet. Someone. Tossing tiny dwarf spiders at our feet. As we leave the cemetery, and the warmth in my chest feels like bats clamoring for a way out of my ribcage trying to break me apart. I am now Sally Skellington, the Pumpkin Queen. That name. I'm sorry. And I'm certain I will never be as happy as I am right now. Alright, this is chapter 1. The evening skyline of Halloween Town is dotted with tiny pinholes of starlight, and across the town square, pumpkins glow, a sinister copper orange. From
AJ just called you a killer.
I am not a killer! AJ,
I swear she did not kill Jack.
From Jack's house atop Skull Hill, the town looks different, draped in long, finger-like shadows. The air smells different, too, like black licorice and raven wings, and a little like pumpkin jam. Nothing foul like the stench of sodium chloride, and rubbing alcohol that permeates Dr. Fickelstein's lab, a place that was once my home but also a prison. Ha! Shush, I don't know what you're saying. I'm not a killer. I'm stuttering on this. The air smells different too, like black licorice and raven wings. Ew. And a little like pumpkin jam. Nothing like the foul stench of sodium chloride and rubbing alcohol that permeates Dr. Fickelstein's lab. A place that was once my home, but also a prison. Prison, Allie! Prison!
Yeah, Allie.
Inside me, and winted with a feeling of stark relief that I will never again sleep inside that cold observatory. Never lie awake alone in a narrow, moth-eaten bed. Moth-eaten?
What?
Staring through a tiny window up at Jack's house in the distance, daydreaming of living within
Dr. Fickelstein's lab. But that smells like rose. What?
No!
Where does roses come from?
It feels like a fairy tale from one of those Happy Ever After books, where the princess storms the castle, slays a goblin dragon,